Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video over on Ark Survival Ascended, and I'm going to show you the huge buffs that turrets got inside of Ark Survival Ascended in this video. I'm going to show you everything that you need to know, how to use them, what you can place them on, their special abilities now, and all of that stuff. If you don't mind, smash that like button, leave a comment below for the algorithm, and then consider subbing to the channel. That would be awesome. So anyways, if you open up your inventory, there are still the basic turrets, right? You have your tech turret, you have your heavy auto turret, you have your regular auto turret, and then you have the X-plant. Now, all of them have the exact same options. You can turn them on by walking up and hitting E per usual, and they all have the ability to be placed down and shoot whatever you want them to. However, in this version of Ark with Ark Survival Ascended, they added a huge feature, and that feature is to enable you to pick what you want it to shoot. So, if you hold E on your turrets, you'll notice that I now have the option for range, which is normal, the warning, which is normal. You can choose the actual, a little bit more customization that's clear with pictures there, and you can copy it all. But the big thing you want to really focus on is your targeting options, right? These are two huge things. You can set your targeting options to either include or exclude specific dinosaurs. Now, if you want to go to add targeting, so you can actually toggle it with include or exclude down here. So if I wanted to include or exclude, let's say you have a base and people are throwing a whole bunch of carbonemus at you and you don't want some of your turrets to shoot them. All you have to do is go to this turret exclusion list, enable that, and then go ahead and go to your targeting add nearby creature option. Now, once you do that, anything that is nearby, you will have the option to click on it in order to add that to your list. So now what I just did is this turret specifically is no longer going to shoot any carbonemus that are nearby. However, the one next to it will. This is very useful for saving bullets, because why would I need to waste all of my turrets shooting at one dino if someone else is running nearby? You can give yourself a huge advantage, especially if someone's trying to push you with Tyrannosaurus Rexes and Stegos at the same time. You can essentially turn off Stegos for a few of your turrets, and the T-Rex will get smoked when it's inside of turret range. That's a huge, huge thing. Now, you can also set to include specific dinos. So if you only want your turrets to shoot a few things, you would then go to the include list instead, right? So I would go to add nearbys to include. I could click on Stego, and then I could kind of change it that way. Those are awesome ways to edit your turrets. Now, tech turrets actually add an additional feature where you can actually set the actual maximum and minimum target range for levels. So if a dino is over level 200, I can turn it on or off whether this turret shoots. Now, why would that be useful, right? Because I could set this to all targets, which means it's going to shoot everything. However, if I put it above level 150, it means it's only going to shoot things that are essentially tamed or above level cap. Now, that's a huge advantage, and it's a big, big thing. So you should definitely check out those options. Now, that's not all that was updated when it came to turrets, however. So their settings have changed. However, you can also place them in a whole bunch of new fashions. It used to be the case in Ark Survival Evolved that you could only place them on flat surfaces that could fit the area. However, now, that's what would happen in the past. You can place them on any wall and any structure that can be placed down. So you can place them in weird angles, on walls, upside down. If I have a gate, if I'm just gonna go inside of the range, right? I can use a gate to place turrets upside down so someone can't just run up and bomb it, just like you can see here. I can place them on top of gates. You can see that there. You can place them on the side of gates. This is going to completely change the meta of how things and how turrets are used in order to actually defend bases. Because you can place them on any feature, you can take a large tech gate or a large behemoth gate and place turrets all over them. And because there's nothing in the middle, these are just two giant spires. This is a huge advantage to being able to just have a few turrets placed down at a good height that'll shoot down on things like Triceratops and other things like that. So this is a huge advantage. Now, not only that, but if you were to go to a wall, right, you can place these on just about any wall and make it almost impossible for someone to get to them. So I've placed that almost upside down. No one's going to be able to jump up to that and run up to it and beer run it in order to get to it. So you can place turrets in a ton of different fashions. Now, there's also some cheeky things that you can do, like placing them on top of, oh man, really, buddy? You're gonna play this game right now? Can we not? Can we not? And say we did. How's that sound, bud? But anyways, you can place turrets on just about any structure inside of Ark that you can put down. Now, if I was to go in my inventory just to show you a point, I can click it and place it on a spiked wall. Now, this wouldn't have a major effect. However, if someone was to try and run up, spike walls when you get close enough to them will bounce you back, and that's going to cause a little bit of bounce back. It does take a ton of damage, and they can be easily killed with a single rocket, but there are definitely going to be some structures that people test out that you can place turrets on that are going to give you huge advantages over somebody else. Now, another cool thing, you can place these on top of these things, right? So I can go ahead and place these up on top. And with the new thing that was added in with the quarter structures, check this out. Quarter, wow, I just spelled that terribly. Quarter walls, right? So if I go to quarter tech walls and railings and then quarter walls and ceilings, I can actually check a few different options out. So now I can place them on top of these and kind of float these out in the middle of nowhere. And then if I wanted to create triangles out of this, I can create some pretty funky structures in order to place a lot of different turrets in different angles. Now you can use that, and you can also go to the quarter walls, which allow, that's not quarter walls, I'm an idiot. So if you go to the quarter tech walls and railings, you can place down railings, right? And railings actually now allow turrets to shoot through them. So you can kind of block your turrets. You can also place your turrets on top of railings, which is a huge advantage. So there's a lot of things. So you can actually shoot through this now, by the way, just so I can show you. See how I can hit through that? That's a huge, huge advantage for PvP because it actually takes the mesh into account. So you can kind of create walls for your turrets and make them invincible almost. And that's a big thing that you can actually do. So there's a lot of new updates to turrets. This is kind of show you all the major updates that just got released. And if you don't mind, go ahead and smash that like button. Leave a comment below for the algorithm and then consider shoving to the channel. I'll do some more videos on how to make some really killer turret walls and stuff like that. But for right now, this hopefully helps you out a ton. Other than that, teach.